today's video, we're gonna take a deep dive into the iconic 1971 Ford Bronco. A classic that's not only a symbol of American ingenuity, but also a legend in the world of off-road vehicles. It was designed as a direct response to the rising popularity of off-road vehicles, particularly the Jeep CJ series. The 1971 Ford Bronco was part of the first-generation Bronco family, which made its debut in 1966. It was envisioned as a versatile, compact SUV that would handle a wide range of terrain and serve various purposes. During its production, the Bronco was available in 3 different body styles: the two-door SUV, the two-door pickup, and the two-door Roadster, which had an open-top design. The base engine was a 170 cubic inch inline-six that produced around 105 horsepower, paired with either a 3-speed manual transmission or an optional 3-speed automatic. With its rugged chassis and solid front axle, it was a force to be reckoned with on rough terrain. Whether you were exploring the great outdoors or tackling challenging trails, its 4-wheel drive system made it a go-to choice for the off-road enthusiast. It's a piece of automotive history that paved the way for future generations of Bronco models. Its rugged design, engine options, and off-road capabilities make it an enduring favorite among collectors and enthusiasts like us.
Ford Bronco.
Alright, so today we're gonna go on a field trip. And that field trip is to Moroni, Utah to look at a 71 Bronco for the boss. I'd like to take a second to thank today's sponsor, Solder Stick, for sponsoring today's video. Thank you. So we're gonna be heading up to Ramirez Auto Body. So if you guys don't know, a guy named Jorge works for me part-time. He also has his own shop in Moroni where he does restoration work. So he's got a 71 Bronco that he's been restoring for 2 years. Super cool, it's really nice, it's purple and black. I wanna take the old bossy poo up there to see if this is really what she wants, because she also wants a Chevy Blazer.
But I saw a pink Bronco on TikTok and I needed it.
Corey, roll the clip.
And I'm bad like the Barbie. I'm a doll, but I still wanna party. Pink felt like I'm ready to bend.
I mean, I'm not really about pink, but check this out. Everything she gets is pink. That's why we have this amazing roll around shop stool that's pink. She literally wants a pink Bronco. So we have an opportunity among us that we are going to travel to Pahrump, Nevada. We're gonna go look at a 71 Bronco. And we might just buy the 71 Bronco because you guys made it possible by downloading onX Maps. And she won. She beat us. It was also rigged for her to win.
It was not rigged. It was not rigged.
Totally rigged.
Not rigged.
We're gonna head up there. Let's go. All right, so we made it to Ramirez Auto Body in Moroni, Utah. You guys might have seen Jorge in a couple videos. He actually works for me part-time. So he's got this 1971 Bronco that he is just about finished up with. So we brought the boss up here to see if this is even what she wants to get. If she likes it, we're headed to Pahrump, Nevada, because we have a prospect down there that we might just have to go buy. This is it in all its glory.
I already saw something that I really like. The windshield goes down. I don't know what the point of it is.
To get airflow.
Yeah. So it has the lay down windshield. I'm pretty sure this gets attached to the roll cage in a normal situation, so that might not be an option once we get her a Bronco and get it all finished up. But it's still cool nonetheless. So this one's gonna get a factory top. It's right over there on a stand, it's flat black. It's gonna look really good with this purple. So Jorge's done an awesome job with all the trim, all the handles and everything, making them flat black, so it goes really good with the purple. All right, so on these Broncos, they've got a tailgate just like the Blazers. You know, pull the handle sideways. Make that look, edit that good, Corey. Don't show all that, just make it come down flat. Pull the handle sideways. So anyway, we're gonna get that shut. We don't want to open it too far. When these are fully restored, they look amazing. It's gonna look awesome, but the only problem that I have with her Bronco is she wants it pink. Ugh. So this is gonna have the factory, are they factory flares?
I think so.
This is gonna have the wheel flares. I'm not quite sure if they're factory or not. Maybe you guys can enlighten us in the comments, but he's got those all black. They're gonna match the top and match all the trim. They've gotta be riveted on. It's gonna look super awesome. But one thing we wanna do with her Bronco, if we get it, is we wanna do a lot of custom touches. We wanna do a lot of fabrication and just make it awesome. So it's not like every other Bronco out there. We might have to build some flares or do something cool rather than this riveted on ones. Looks pretty dang good. So on this one, they've put a fiberglass hood on struts, so this opens up super easy. So they went ahead and stuck to the old nostalgic engine. This has a 302 Cobra engine in it. It's got a serpentine front kit. I mean, it's all chromed out, polished aluminum. It looks really good, but they did not fuel inject this.
Yes, it did.
Is it fuel injected? I thought it's a carburetor.
It's the electronic carburetor.
It's an electronic carburetor. All right. My bad. Hillbilly loves this type of stuff.
I love this whole rig.
And I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yours is gonna have a real pretty Godzilla right there. That or an LS, but I'm thinking Godzilla might be the best option.
Keep it forward.
See, he likes it. All right, so thank you Solderstick for sponsoring today's video. Now, as you guys can see right behind me, if you go to solderstick.com and use code ROB20, you're gonna save yourself 20% at checkout. Make sure before you check out, get yourself a heat gun because this doesn't use butane. It's an electric heat gun to make that perfect watertight seal that's never coming apart. They also have spade connectors, butt connectors, and an assortment of everything you could need to fix your wiring correctly. All you gotta do, you got a broken wire, stripped wire, cut wire. I just cut this wire in half. Now, we're gonna strip this down. So I got both sides of my wires. I'm gonna grab me a solder stick. All right, so now I've got my wires inside the solder stick. You literally just turn your heat gun on and go to town. You wanna make sure that your solder pellet fully melts all the way around that wire. You got your seals on the end, they're all watertight. Once this solidifies, you got yourself a completely indestructible watertight seal made with your solder stick connector. Head over to solderstick.com, use code ROB20 at checkout, save yourself 20% off, and go get your wiring fixed. We are just pulling into Pahrump, Nevada, and we're following a guy named Craig. So a little backstory, we put out call to action on a vehicle that we wanted to find. May or may not be a 72 Bronco. Anyway, so a guy named Craig emailed us, and we get a lot of spam emails, we get a lot of scams, we get a lot of fans, we get a lot of stuff that we have to kind of filter through. So I don't ever know the legitimacy of what I'm being emailed. So I emailed back and forth, and I ended up giving him my number, which is crazy, I know. But he texted me some pictures, and I'm looking through the pictures, and this little car was absolutely rust-free because it sat in the desert in Nevada for 150 years. And so here we are, Saturday morning, following him somewhere. All right, so we made it to the middle of nowhere and we have not been murdered yet.
It's my kind of place. Middle of nowhere.
Yeah, I see cows, I see cars, I see tires, lots of small engines. This is cool. Maybe we should look at that orange thing first, see what Hillbilly thinks. Then we'll go look at what we came for. Willie's Jeep. I mean, aside from paint flaking, it's all solid.
Have you ever seen inside one of these? Like in the cab? They have three shifters. One's high, low.
Oh, really?
One's four-wheel, two-wheel, and then just your normal shifter. So you can have two hot, two low, four high, four low.
Solid. Hillbilly said he wants to try to ride one of the cows and get speared. I noticed that there's not like bees or wasps. If this was Utah, we'd be swarmed by wasps right now. Look at that. What is that, Hillbilly?
Mustang.
Gross.
No, not gross.
What year is this? Like a 70, what is it, 69?
It's actually pretty clean. Really clean, too.
The year they tried to compete with the Charger.
It's actually really clean.
And the hood's right here. It's got a factory. Is that a factory scoop?
Yep. If you notice on the side, it says 351 and has the 351 badges on it. The only real damage I've seen is right there.
Yeah, that's old. That's just old school repair.
That's the only damage at all, really.
Back in the day, they'd cut them and weld new pieces in and fill them. Back in Cleveland, we went and looked at one in Damon's yard.
Oh, that was rough.
Yeah, you remember that.
There's two of them there.
Yeah, you could literally, the car was like falling in half because there was so much rust.
That's also back in Ohio where it's real humid. It's 24/7.
Since you paid $500 for it and now the motor's gone, we'll give you $250.
Yeah.
And Hillbilly will pack it home today. He'll put it on the top of that Hyundai.
No, he won't.
No, he won't.
The inside ain't even bad. I mean, dirty,
Really
but it's
not
not
that
bad at all.
All right, so obviously the cat's out of the bag. Okay, we're here for a 72 Bronco. Thought it was a scam. It's definitely not a scam. We see it.
We actually think it was a scam ever.
Yeah, you never know. We weren't sure if it was a scam, but it wasn't. So we're super excited. We're here with Craig out on his family farm in Pahrump. We saw this Mustang that Hillbilly might try swinging a deal for himself on, but we're here to look at a Bronco and hopefully make a deal on it. I think Demery's excited. So because of you guys getting your name on my truck, you made it possible for Demery to get this Bronco.
Yes, thank you.
I mean, she may or may not have got it anyways, but it's pretty cool of you guys to do so many downloads and make her win. She slaughtered us, to be totally honest, by like 1,200 people. So it wasn't, it wasn't even a competition.
Also, Hillbilly gets his day off, thanks to you guys.
Hillbilly gets a day off. Thank you guys.
He doesn't know that yet.
He doesn't know that yet, but he'll find out in this video. I think we better go over and check this thing out. Well, here it is. Look, we even have the emblem for the other side. It's a perfect match.
Hey, Robby.
Yeah.
Speedo and everything's still in one piece, not cracked, broke, or nothing.
Dude, this is like in
all the gauges, it's all the gauges in one.
Good condition.
There's no hood springs.
Right there in the middle.
This is most rust on it. Right.
Room for an LS.
Yeah.
No.
Exactly. That's exactly what it's getting.
You're going to ruin it.
We saw a Rolls Royce at the SEMA show with the most awesome LS in it.
Well, how about when we get the motor in this, we'll race yours and see which one's faster.
That wouldn't work.
Why?
Are you going to put 538 gears in it like mine has?
We'll do whatever we got to do. We'll match you gear for gear.
Hatch match gears. Let's make it fair.
Before any of that, it's not ours yet.
No.
So we still got to look it over, but so far this looks freaking immaculate.
Put the Godzilla in it. It has the same dimensions as an LS.
Even the bump, I mean, the bumper's been, everything is perfect on this.
That bumper's straight, and usually that's very rare to see on any of these older vehicles. Because the bumper's like a tin can on these.
So crazy.
You like their fan spacers? They weren't very thick fan spacers.
Jeez. I think this is in far better shape than the one Jorge just built. The one Jorge built, the doors don't open or close. Look at this. It's like perfect.
There's no sag, nothing.
Nothing. Yeah, we found some rust, yeah. The roll bar.
Rust from the tape holding the water in on the foam.
Other than that, there's like no rust. Seriously, dude, look at the bottom of the pinch welds and everything. The rockers are solid. Feel down underneath. Solid as can be. The innards are solid. Check this out. So the guy was telling us that if you cut this out and you relocate it over 2 inches, the glove box will work with a roll bar. See that? How it hits? I had no clue that these don't work with roll bars. But there was a guy at the SEMA show that was telling us, he said he's built tons of them, and you just relocate it 2 inches over, and it opens. You eliminate the speaker and you move the glove box 2 inches over, and then smooth it all in. Oh, it's a tow package. Dude, Cody, come check this out. Even the inside of the tailgate is like perfect. The inside of the tailgate is like it's not even nothing.
You don't have to wheel and deal on this for as good a shape as it's in.
You got your original spare tire carrier? No. Oh, we don't want it. Yeah. I'm just kidding. So while we were geeking and gawking and oohing and ahhing, Cody went on a nature hike and he found the original top that the owner placed over here out of the way. So this is an original hardtop. I don't know if all of them are original hardtops or what, but look, it's even got all the chrome for it.
The only thing I see wrong with this hood is, or the top is, the rear glass is broke. The only thing wrong with this whole thing.
It's all flat. There's a little back seat
for it.
Oh, no way.
Well, I thought the back seat in the Trekker was small. That's a lot smaller than the back seat in the Trekker. That's only one person's seat.
That seat is awesome. Now I've got so many different ideas. So these are the original seat frames that we just so happened to find. So we're going to put them in the back. That way when we go to redo this, we'll have the original seats that we can reupholster and make this thing awesome again.
I think it'd be cool to stick the 302 Coyote in there.
This thing is in super good shape.
Everything works. It may need some lube to stick your ears.
It's obviously been redone at some point in its life. There's some Bondo cracking out there. There's a little ding here. But I mean, this is an open canvas to just make this thing awesome. Yeah, so you sad to see your Bronco go?
Yeah. Wish I had time to do something with it. But
we don't have time either, but if you want to sell it, we'll definitely buy it.
sometime right after Thanksgiving, if you don't get too much snow.
Hopefully Utah doesn't get any snow, but yeah, we'll take it. So,
we always want snow in Utah.
not for this. This hasn't seen snow its entire life.
There's a first for everything.
Yeah. Well, we'll plan on having him bring it up right after Thanksgiving, once it's at the shop, we'll start getting a game plan on what to do with it. Thank you guys. You guys are the reason that we're able to get this. All right, so we took a look at it. We're gonna be Bronco owners. So luckily Craig's gonna bring it up to us in a couple of weeks, and we're gonna get this thing, get a game plan, and figure out what we're gonna do with this thing for Demery. So anyway, we're gonna head back to Vegas, go grab some lunch, and figure out what else to do. We're all down here having fun, so let's go find something to do.